Welcome to Mystics of Taropy. I use tarot and oracle cards as healing therapy for myself and the collective. Today, I thank you for being here with me to do another pick a card reading as we ask Spirit, will we end up together, or are we meant to be together with the person that's in your mind, or you're currently in a relationship with, or someone that you are looking to date, and maybe you are undergoing a lot of obstacles, or you're a little bit unsure. So before I get into the piles today, I just want to say a quick little something, and I hope you guys stay to hear this out. It's just that I just want to put a trigger warning out there for this reading. I feel like you should only listen to this reading if you are ready to hear a certain truth about the connection, and I feel like it's always a journey to get to that point. And I don't want you to force yourself to hear something that you're not ready to hear at the moment, good or bad. You know, it could be a positive response, a negative response. Either way, there is a lot of healing and work that you have to do with yourself before you hear certain things out, even if you're in a current relationship and you're questioning it. So yeah, I just want to put that out there for you guys. And secondly, I just want to thank everyone that's subscribed over the last couple of weeks. Again, thank you so much for being here and taking time off to do this with me. I truly appreciate it, and I hope to continue, and I hope that you guys continue to be a part of this community. So let's get into the piles. I have 3 crystals here today for you, and the first one is a honey citrine point. Pile number 2 would be Lemurian Quartz, smoky quartz. And pile number 3 is also citrine, yellow citrine. I wanted to use citrine in this reading because citrine to me is about manifestation and the sacral chakra and action. So hopefully those are some of the energies that we can unblock in this reading. And also I will be doing a sort of Celtic cross, because I feel like that would give us the answer that we are looking for in this particular reading. And I've got some oracle cards to hopefully clarify the message that we receive with the tarot. So pick your pile using your intuition, and I will catch you in your reading. Hello group number 1, this is for those of you that chose the honey citrine. So we are going to be doing a Celtic cross today for the question, are we meant to be together, or will we end up together? So I would like you to actually focus on the question as I'm about to pull the cards out today. Just focus on it, take a deep breath, and prepare yourself as I shuffle the cards. Alright, pile number 1. So we have the Tower as your main situation. Your challenge is the Page of Swords. Why this is all happening, or the unconscious mind, is the 10 of Wands. Your recent past, King of Swords. Currently, you're the Queen of Swords. And in the near future, we have Strength. Also, so let's first begin with that bit, I feel. I see that there has been something that has happened that is quite unexpected. I don't actually get a negative energy from this Tower card. Usually there's a negative connotation with the Tower card. I just see it as something shocking that has happened, but I don't think it has put you in a positive or negative energy. I just think you weren't expecting it, or maybe you fell for someone very fast and you weren't expecting it to happen. Or, I mean, this could be a breakdown of a relationship or a connection, or you feel like everything's crumbling around you and you don't understand why you're feeling this. I'm also hearing for some of you, you are expecting someone to return, and it is kind of like a shock to you why that hasn't happened yet. But I don't get a really negative energy that's put you down, or you're feeling like you're having to uproot your life or anything. It's just this energy of like, whoa, I can't believe I'm actually for most of you, I'm getting the energy that you've actually fallen for someone quite unexpectedly, and you're like, why has this happened all of a sudden? The challenge here, I feel, is with the Page of Swords. It could be something to do with communication and not enough clear communication. Some of it I feel like is very immature communication, not opening up completely, a little bit cutthroat. I'm also getting the energy of one person giving more than the other. This is either a challenge of no communication at all, or the communication is very slow, and I feel like you're 10 steps ahead of where the other person is, and you are wanting more from this person, is what I'm getting as the challenge here. Now, where that has put you is in a bit of an overwhelmed situation. You feel like you're carrying a burden, or maybe you're even blaming yourself for having feelings so intensely towards this person. You feel like you're having to carry the weight of this connection. And I'm getting this energy where you're like on the cusp of wanting to, drop all these wands and like be upfront with this person about how you truly feel. I just think that you're having to do this, like this energy of like you're having to do this on your own. Like you can't be completely honest with this person about how you feel, or you would like them to also show you an equal amount of interest, I'm hearing. So you have the King of Swords as your recent past. So I'm getting that this is from both parties. I think you guys are keeping your energy to yourselves. When I say energy to yourselves, I just feel like nobody's really opening up about how they truly feel, even though and I'm feeling that you might possibly feel more intense about this connection than this other person does, just because they're in a more mental state in this connection still. They are probably thinking about it than feeling about the connection. They come off as someone really practical, intellectual. I mean, heavy air sign here, Aquarius, especially with the star coming out. I'm feeling air and water, and even Scorpio energy, and Leo with okay, we have Leo. So wands, air, and water. But with the King of Swords here, I just think that every move thus far has been very analytical, very well thought through. This connection has been about strategy still. Now, what has the other person done, so I'm going to reciprocate that, or I'm not sure whether I should make moves because will the other person reciprocate. Like it's like a lot of mental energy is what I'm hearing in with the past. Then you have, for the current situation, the Queen of Swords. Again, that energy of I'm only going to give as much as the other person gives, or I'm questioning a lot about the connection. I don't know whether this person feels the same way. So you're kind of like protecting your heart in this situation is what I'm getting. Maybe because you, like I said before, you fell for this person so intensely. And when I say fall for this person, I don't like to say it's love. I mean, you could like someone a lot, and that's why you feel like there's a lot of potential here. I don't like to throw the word love very easily, but I just feel like from the past to the present, what has happened is you're still in that mental state about the connection, and I feel like the other person is also, but actually you're kind of holding back in with your action. Maybe in the past you're willing to take more action, but now you're like, I'm just going to wait and see how the other person reacts. Is the energy that I'm getting. Now, interestingly, you have the King and Queen of Swords, and in tarot, this is the only pair that aren't a couple. All the other suits, including the Emperor and the Empress as well, are couples. These two are actually siblings. this the Queen of Swords is the King of Swords' widowed sibling. So that is a sort of indication, I feel, as to me what kind of connection this is. I'm not saying that you guys are siblings. I'm just saying that I don't think there is a lot of emotional, as in that love kind of connection that has come from one person in particular about in this connection. I think they like you, they genuinely like you, but I don't know if the love is still there. Or whether not still there, maybe, okay, for maybe some of you it's still there, or whether it has come at all. Now, in the future, you have the Strength. I feel like you're going to put a brave front, you're going to try and have hope about this connection. You're going to take a leap of faith is what I'm hearing. Even though you're a little bit unsure where you stand with this person, you're actually going to put yourself out there and make yourself vulnerable. That is, to me, the Strength card is also about trying to be vulnerable in a situation, because it is hard. And you're trying to be confident within this connection is what I feel the future is. I think there's a bit of healing to do. And for me, this pile is more about yourself. I know we are asking, are we going to end up together? But this pile is talking about focusing on your energy. Now, let's move on. The 4 cards here, this is you. This card represents... this card represents your environment, hopes and wishes, and the outcome. No, sorry, I read it the wrong way. It was this way. Sorry. I'm sorry about that. This is you. Yeah, this is you. This is your... okay, Spirit is saying hold on. Okay, I'm sorry, but Spirit was like telling me, this is you, this is your environment, this is your hopes and fears, and this is your outcome. Apparently that's how I kept the cards, so maybe go back and check how I actually kept the cards, but Spirit is saying it goes this way. So let's start. This is you. So I feel like you're very hopeful about the connection. There is still a lot of hope in this connection. Yeah. So I'm hearing don't give up. Don't give up is what I'm hearing. There is a lot of healing that has to happen within you as well. I feel like you sometimes get into a lack mentality as to, like, why is things happening for others? Why isn't it happening fast enough for me? This always happens to me. This is the kind of thing that is probably going on in your head. And Spirit is saying, move on from that energy, please. You need to heal yourself from that sort of thing. You have an opportunity with this person. You actually have options as well, which you might not be looking at the moment. But... anyway, there's a lot of healing that needs to be done. With this card here, what is your environment? You want movement. Your environment is, I feel like this person's environment is also that there's a lot happening at the moment, and they're kind of torn between like their practical stuff, maybe their finances or whatever, and then you. So this person's got some other stuff that they're working on as well. I feel like that is the environment. But within the connection, I feel like there is some movement within this connection, in the environment of this connection. That is what I get from that card. Your hopes and wishes is the 2 of Cups. You want union. You want to be together. You want things to work out. Yeah. You want, I'm hearing some of you really want a solid foundation in terms of friendship. What you want is for this person to offer you as much as you are offering them. Or you want someone to step up. So I'm hearing like for some of you, you feel the other person is a little bit inexperienced when it comes to the idea of romance. Like they are not offering you everything that you feel like you deserve. And I feel like you're actually right in this, because I think you might be a bit more knowledgeable when it comes to relationships, where this person is kind of taking a step back, is what I'm hearing at this. That is why you kind of your hope is for them to offer you as much as you do. And I think I mentioned that a lot previously as well. But another thing that I'm getting is you actually fear this. So there might be some self-sabotaging tendencies from you towards this thing. Like maybe you're finding excuses for why it cannot work out. I'm getting that as well. And then you have the Seven of Cups as the outcome. So I see at this moment a slower pace for this connection. I see a little bit of confusion in the future to come again regarding this person as to where you stand. Are we meant to be together? This one, I feel, unfortunately, I can't give you a direct answer. Are we meant to be together? I just think that this is a situation where it's not being written for you. My gut feeling in this situation is that this is someone that you're supposed to learn something with, someone that is an experience, supposed to be an important experience in your life. But are we meant to be together in the long term? I don't get that, and I have to be honest with you. This could be a beautiful connection for now, and maybe in the near future as well. But in the long run, I feel like you might be potentially looking at other options that you might have, or even if you guys are not in a relationship, I feel like you might be presented with more newer options in time to come. And that I don't think anything is quite solid within the connection now, or will be any time soon, is the energy that I get right now. Of course, this is, energy it can never be set in stone. So this is what I'm getting currently. Let's just dive into your oracle cards. You have the card Lady Nada, Heart Awakening. Awaken to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive in balance. Like I said, this is what you want. You want balance within a connection. You want them to reciprocate as much as you do. And I feel like you'll get it over time. I see that happening. You have the Two of Cups here. But it is something you fear as well. So there is a bit of healing that needs to happen within yourself. Then you have the Void. That is a very interesting card. I will be looking into the meaning behind that. And then you have Show the World the Real You, Full Moon in Aquarius. So Aquarius energy very heavy in this pile. Show the world the real you. I think Spirit is saying, don't limit yourself to this option only. Look at your other options. You might find someone else that is very interesting as well. I feel like you find this person really interesting for some reason. You have the Void here. This oracle brings you guidance. There are parts of your own process unfolding that you simply cannot know about yet. It will not always be this way, but for now it is most helpful for you to only deal with what is immediately before you. All else will be shown from the time when the time is right. There is growing to be done, and the Void will bring forth the next step on your path to meet you. You do not have to worry, and you do not have to search. Be present, be patient. When you can do something, do it. When you cannot, just be. Your time will come soon. If you are holding a question about a relationship, surrender it into the Void and let it become what it must be, according to spiritual wisdom and love. So I think that kind of tells you pretty much what we were talking about before from the oracle cards. So I'm actually going to leave it there for you. I feel like it's not yet written for you and this connection. There's a lot to sort of unfold and for you to figure out. I feel like this might be something new, or if you're even in a connection in long term, this is still being written for you. So pile number 1, that's what I have for you. I hope it resonates. Let me know in the comment section below. And I thank you guys for being here, and you guys take care until I catch you in another reading. Bye. Hello pile number 2. This is for those of you that chose the Lemurian Quartz, one of my absolute favorites. So let's get into your question, which is, are we meant to be together? Will we end up together? Today I'm going to be doing a Celtic cross. So as I'm pulling the cards, I would like you to take a deep breath and focus on the question that we are asking Spirit today. So just give me a moment as I get the cards out. Alright, pile number 2. Very interesting set of cards. Let me explain what they are. The first card is the current situation. As the Queen of Wands, you have the Chariot for the challenge. Why this is all happening. 10 of Wands, your recent past, the Lovers, currently the Queen of Cups. In the future, in the near future, you have the Two of Swords. Then you have Page of Pentacles as your you in this situation. The Magician is the environment. Page of Wands is your hopes, wishes and fears, and we have the Five of Cups as the outcome. So let's start with the Queen of Wands. I feel like this is showing me your energy. See, the person who's watching is probably the divine feminine in this connection, and I see that you're a very confident, something really alluring about you, something. I just feel like you're very stable within yourself and you want a stable connection. So I'm getting the sense from this pile that you're dealing with someone that you probably are not in a very strong connection with. This is someone that you're trying to manifest either back into your life, or for the first time you're trying to get someone. Maybe you're single. I don't know. I'm getting this energy that you're probably not talking about someone that you're currently dealing with like you're not in a situationship or something. You might be, but I'm getting more so that this is, you want some movement. Maybe you got someone specific in mind, but I don't see you dealing with them currently. So with the Queen of Wands, I'm hearing that some of you have actually gone through a recent divorce, like you've either broken up with someone, or there has been a sort of change in your life that's kind of putting you in a better energy, I feel, compared to your past. You you're moving on from something is why I'm getting. Your challenge is the Chariot. So the challenge is movement. You're feeling stagnant. Nothing is really happening. You feel like the connection that you're asking about isn't moving at a pace that you would like it to move. Feeling a little, like I said before, stagnant is what I'm hearing. I feel like there's a bit of healing that needs to be done from you and the other person before anything can truly happen. There's some growth that needs to come specifically from the other person, I'm hearing. As in, some of you are dealing with people who like to keep their options open, and some of them are even emotionally unavailable. So there is this feeling of waiting for them to deal with their issues and figure themselves out before you want to move ahead. And I feel like you're truly waiting for that to happen. Like you don't want to jump into anything that doesn't feel ready for you, because I feel like you've had a past where you've dealt with people like this, and even though you have this like caring, nurturing side to you, you don't want to be doing that again. You don't want to be mothering someone or having to, take care of them or cure their insecurities is what I'm hearing. So you want to be with someone who's ready for you and who is going to be committed. And I feel like that person is getting there, but I see that they're getting there, but they are a bit stagnant at the moment. Now, why or the foundation is the 10 of Wands. So you're feeling a little overwhelmed. I think they are as well. You're kind of like you're about to drop all the wands, like you can't take this anymore sort of energy. Feeling a bit burdened, but I am also seeing the 9 of Wands for some reason. I'm seeing this energy of wanting to persevere even though it is hard. Like you don't want to give up, but you feel like you're at the cusp of something changing for you, like something's about to change. I'm hearing that the moon cycles are very relevant to your connection for some reason, and I feel like you guys might be dreaming about this person. I'm hearing that. So the foundation of this connection is a bit burdensome, but it is still something you want to persevere through is what I'm getting, even though you don't want to actually deal with people who are emotionally unavailable or seem a bit distant. Now, recent past, the Lovers. Recent past, I said the word recent, but for some reason I'm hearing that this is not your recent past. This is telling me about possibly a past life connection with this person, which is why you're probably really drawn to this person, I feel. I don't think that you guys have been in a love connection yet for most of you, I feel. This is about recent past, as in recognizing that there is a soul connection. I think this is coming from you and your person as well, but more so you, because I feel like you're a more spiritually awakened person compared to your person. Gemini and energy is represented here. We have Cancer. Wands and Cups is what I'm hearing. So I want to say Libra for some reason, so maybe some of you guys are Libra, but Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. So there is this energy of having to make a choice in the past as well. I feel like your person failed to make a choice in the past, I'm hearing. So that's kind of put you guys in a stagnant position. You have the Queen of Cups as your current energy. So you're being intuitive about this. You're being nurturing with yourself. I feel primarily you're working on yourself. But you have this intuitive connection and this inner knowing about this relationship or this connection, about where you're headed. And you definitely know that in the future, there has to be some sort of choice that needs to be made. It's so like the Lovers and the Two of Swords in alignment here. So definitely for anything to move forward, there has to be a decision that has to be made either from you or this person. Now, I'm getting for some of you, this decision actually has to be made by you. Are you going to move forward? Are you going to make the first move? Wherever you sit within this connection, it might be up to you. Because this person is kind of slow moving, and I feel like this is the sort of connection where something can definitely happen, something really good can definitely happen, only if you are able to be proactive about it. I'm getting that very strongly. Then you have the Page of Pentacles as yourself. So you want to offer something small yet something very tangible and stable to this person. You're still learning the ropes of this connection as well. You're not like head over heels in love with this person. I just see that you are wanting to offer something small at this point in time. If you have been in a committed relationship with this person, I feel like you still see this connection as something that has potential. You want to see it move forward. You're still learning about it. I actually get a very positive feeling from this pile, even though you feel a little bit burdensome. There might be certain aspects. Maybe this person is very financially focused right now, or this is long distance. Maybe that is what the Chariot is about. You guys need to find a way to come together, some of you. But I feel like you're the one who's trying to manifest this, because you had the Magician as your environment for this connection. So you're definitely trying to manifest this in. Like I said before, this is probably someone you're trying to manifest into your life. If the person is already in your life, I just feel like you're trying to manifest movement, a faster pace to the connection. Maybe, like I said, because it's stagnant, you want to see more of an initiative from this person. And I feel like you're in the future, like if you feel like this person is not really offering you what you want, you might walk away. You might actually walk away. You'll find the strength to walk away, is what I'm hearing. But you are manifesting something, and your hopes, wishes, and the hopes, wishes, and fears for this connection is the Page of Wands. So you want them to offer you as much as they are offering, as much as you are offering them. You want passion from this person, because maybe that is something that you've lacked for some time. I feel like you really want passion with this person. But interestingly, you have the Five of Cups as the outcome. So this is a bit of a transitional energy, because it is number 5, but it is talking of sadness, which is something that I'm going to clarify, because it kind of doesn't sit with me very well with the rest of this reading. Interestingly, you had the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck, but I want to clarify what this Five of Cups is. Why is it leaving you in a bit of a sad energy? What is the Five of Cups, Spirit? Okay. Did some of you guys meet at work? Because I feel like some of you guys have met in a space where it is a bit difficult for you to be communicative towards each other. I feel like the Five of Cups here is that if this decision is not being made, especially by this person to come forward and be more reciprocative towards you, I feel like if you don't get this balance that you're looking for, you might actually cut this person off. That is what I'm getting. Which will leave you sad. It's inevitable. You will feel sad, even though you feel like the right thing to do would be to cut yourself out of this situation. Now, I have this urge to tell you that this does not mean that this connection you won't end up together, but I'm just thinking that this is still a very new connection, and there's a lot more that you guys have to do in order to come to that conclusion, whether you guys are meant to be together or not. Interestingly, again at the bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like there is some good to be had in this connection. There are some good times ahead. The wheel is finally moving for you, I would say, but it's also up to destiny and fate. I feel like you are not really in control of this situation. I mean, are we in control of any situation? Probably not. But I just feel like this is one of those things that, you're a bit unsure, and I feel like you're going to be in that state for a little bit longer. If that's something that's really triggering you at this point, maybe it's time to take a step back from the connection and work on yourself. And I feel like you've been actually doing that. But see, under the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Eight of Swords, which is like strong communication coming, or maybe someone traveling to see you. So I'm a little like, why can't I give a definitive answer? This happened with the previous pile as well, because I feel like we are all in that kind of transitional phase within our connection, so we're still figuring it out. but I generally get a positive energy, but I don't think anything is yet set in stone. You might choose to walk away if you don't get what you want in terms of balance, because the Queen of Swords is about, a very cold energy. A lot of queens here kind of representing the fact that the divine feminine's role in this connection is really important. And you have to be in balance within yourself in order to manifest this, I feel. So let's look at your oracle cards. You have Senunos. I never know how to pronounce this properly. Life force. Express your driving passion. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. Like I said before, you are looking for passion. You want a passionate start. A more sensual, sexual energy to flow through you. And I feel like, experience it. Don't hold yourself back to this particular connection itself. If you feel like you have something else out there, go for it. If you're very committed to this connection, then try to manifest this and be upfront about what you want. You have yin and yang lover, just like the Lovers card, yin and yang. Wow, I definitely feel like there is better times ahead in this connection. Her grace. Like I said before, you have to be in balance within this connection. And full moon in Capricorn, the end of a tough cycle approaches. Maybe something will happen in December regarding this connection. I do want to quickly read the message for a yin yang lover. This is a beautiful deck, and I would recommend for you, pile 2, if you want to get this deck to pull your energy on a daily basis in terms of where you stand. This would be a good deck. It's called The Journey of Love by Alana Fairchild. You might want to check it out. I never feel the need to recommend decks, but for the first time I feel like I want to recommend this deck to group number 2. So I'm just going to read what this card means and not the rest of it. So this oracle has a message for you. No matter whether you seem to be heading closer to your goal or further away, you are making real spiritual progress, and that you want, and what you want is the same thing that is wanting you. What you are seeking is seeking you. It's only a matter of time before you get it. I feel the need to say that there is someone out there who is looking for exactly what you are looking. I don't know whether you've actually met them yet, or whether you're focusing your energy on that person yet. It might be this person, but there is the possibility that there might be someone else out there. For some reason I felt the need to say that for some of you. And number 17, let's read that as well. This oracle brings you a message. There is a woman who brings divine blessing into your life, who is trying to connect with you more deeply. The blessing may be one that is obvious or one that is hidden in a challenge. The woman may be your own body if you are female, or you have inner feminine if you are male. It may be a spiritual or physical being, the great mother, your lover, your sister, or your dearest friend. It may be a woman as yet unknown to you, but who holds a soul contract with you, an agreement predestined to awaken you. The empowerment will come to you not by rejecting what is offered by this feminine presence, but by embracing it and finding your truth through it. This is exciting because it means you are growing. You are entering into the feminine temples of wisdom and finding a home there. That was a long message, but maybe you have a friend, a feminine friend, who gives you some sort of advice regarding the situation that might, spark some different thoughts about this connection that you might want to listen to. Or this could come genuinely from you, which you are, like I said, you are intuitive. You need to listen to what your intuition is telling about this connection. So pile number 2, I'm going to leave it there. I know I didn't give you a definitive answer, but I hope it's kind of telling you where this is sort of headed and where you stand. So I wish you guys all the very best with the connection, and thank you for being here. Stay safe until I catch you in another reading. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. This is for those of you that chose this little tumblestone of citrine. We are asking Spirit today, will we end up together? Do we belong together? what sort of future. So I am going to be doing a Celtic cross, which will be clarified with the pre-shuffled oracle cards that I have on the side here. I just want to say, actually, before I start, I took a break between the other two piles and this pile, and I went ahead and made myself a watermelon juice because that is my absolute favorite, and it is a really hot day in sunny Melbourne. And I immediately feel really kind of good. I'm feeling energetic. I'm feeling, yeah, kind of good. And the energy for me, I think, has got sort of shifted past the other two piles. So let's see what the cards have to say. It's going to be really interesting. So take a deep breath and focus on what we are asking as I am shuffling the cards. So just give me a moment and I'll get the cards out for you. Alright, pile number 3, we've got your cards out for you, and it's another interesting pile yet again. I don't know why with all 3 piles I have this story all the time, and then the final card that comes out of the outcome, it kind of throws me off the entire story. I don't know why that's been happening today, but let's see. I'll walk you through what the cards are. The Hermit here is the current situation. The 10 of Cups is what is the challenge. 8 of Swords is your unconscious mind, or why this is happening. You have Death as your recent past. Queen of Pentacles as your current energy. King of Cups for the future. The Knight of Wands as you. The Lovers for the environment, Page of Wands for your hopes, wishes and fears, and then the 9 of Wands as your outcome. So let's start with the Hermit. The Hermit here represented with Virgo energy. We have Virgo and Scorpio, and I am actually seeing Gemini. Actually everything's here, but I do sense a fire sign here, a strong fire sign, which is I want to say Capricorn. Well, we have the Queen of Pentacles there. I do want to say, though, you could be Sagittarius, Aries or Leo. Now, with the Hermit, I feel like where you are currently, nothing is happening, or you've just gone through, some of you have actually gone through a spiritual awakening. Some of you have come into a recent wisdom. I'm seeing this lantern as a divine wisdom here. You've learned something about the situation or yourself, or just in general how you want to move forward. Maybe you've been someone who has taken a break from relationships. Maybe you've even ended a past connection and you've taken some time off. So that is what I'm seeing as the current situation. What is blocking you is the 10 of Cups. For some of you, it could be family. This could be something to do with the other person having a family, or you having a family, or stability could be an issue here. Emotional availability could be an issue here, especially from the other person I'm getting. But it is a very interesting card to have as a challenge. Maybe I'm hearing even for some of you, your expectations are too high, or your expectations are unrealistic about this connection. That is your challenge, to let go of your expectations. Then you have the 8 of Swords as why this is happening, or your unconscious mind. But I feel more so your conscious mind in this case. You're feeling a little bit trapped. Something is making you think that this is not going to work out, and I don't know, you're kind of in this energy of let's prepare for the worst, because then you probably won't feel bad when it comes through, or like you're kind of in a negative energy. You're not really seeing past the obstacles at this point, is what I'm getting. You have the Death card as your past energy, and I feel like something may have ended. Like I said, maybe you've ended a relationship, a marriage for some of you. Some of you, it could be even like a certain phase in your life. Maybe it could be to do with education. You've ended something, a workplace situation. You've ended a career. Something has changed and put you in a bit of like a rebirth energy. Like I'm also seeing the Fool card here. Like you're about to start something new. With the Death card here, even though there is a negative connotation with the card, I'm actually feeling quite positive. Like this is going to be a new start for you. Something that you've been sort of hoping for. Something that you've been manifesting for some of you. Or maybe this is generally within the connection there has been an ending, or you've, again, like I said with the Wisdom card, maybe you've heard something about this person that's like recently you've heard that they're actually in a connection with someone else and you feel like there's no hope. That's for a couple of you, that could be the case. Then you have the Queen of Pentacles as your current energy. I feel like you're focusing on yourself. You're focusing on your finances, your abundance. You're also, I feel, really nurturing towards this connection. Some of you feel like this person has gone through certain things in their life where they've been in toxic situations, and I feel like you're sort of preparing yourself emotionally to nurture this person. I'm getting that for some of you. And then there's a lot of Capricorn energy from that card that I'm getting. And I'm seeing, I don't know why, I'm focused on the flowers in that card, and I feel like this connection is sort of in like the spring of this connection. That's the vibe that I'm getting. Or you are feeling like you are in like a spring phase in your life. Something is about to start new, or something is ending, therefore that's going to allow you to start something new. But it is going to be a very abundant, I feel a real abundant energy. If it is not emotionally, I would say it's financially. If it's not financially, it's emotional. In some aspect in your life, you feel abundant is what I'm getting. Now, for the future, you have the King of Cups. Honestly, I feel like this person, your connection with this person is, there's going to be some movement. However, I think it's going to be really slow. And I feel like both parties are not going to open up completely. There is a sense of feeling a little bit controlled. Not wanting to reveal all your feelings is what I'm getting. I mean, this is the near future, so there is a lot of emotional investment from this person is what I'm hearing, but they're not going to share everything with you, maybe because they are still a little bit some of you, this person has broken up with someone. They're ending a relationship. They are in the hermit mode because they have actually ended something. With maybe that, for some of you, I feel like this is the other person's energy. They have ended a relationship, and therefore they are a little bit, they're guarded. But they have this emotional connection. They see you as the Queen of Pentacles, someone to have something really mature and stable with. But they are a little bit, like I said before, emotionally guarded. Not unavailable, just guarded. You are the Knight of Wands. So you are wanting passion. You want to dive straight into this. You have had enough of waiting. You want to start a really passionate relationship with this person. You want to, it isn't moving fast enough for you. You want it yesterday. Like that's the energy that is coming out of that card for you. You might be, like I said, a fire sign. You might have strong fire. But I am also hearing that some of you are not seeing the full picture in this connection. That there are certain things that you haven't realized yet. even though maybe this wisdom card is here, maybe that is why, like, you guys, this is like your persona and who you are as a person. But I feel like you might be forced to look at this connection for what it is. I feel like some of you have always relied on luck or for things to generally work out for you, and I feel like this connection somehow has made you realize that sometimes things don't go according to a certain plan, and you have to adjust accordingly. Then you have the Lovers card as your environment, which is interesting. The Lovers card kind of tells me that maybe the environment is such that you have choices. Maybe there's another person as well in the picture. Maybe you are in a current relationship with someone else, or that the environment, being the Lovers, is that there is something that you have to let go of before you can have this new connection with someone. That is why I'm strongly getting from this Lovers being here. Or this person has to let go. Something has to end is what I'm hearing. And I think it has, but you're in that phase where it has happened, but nothing has actually happened within your connection as well. Then you have hopes, fears is the Page of Wands. So you're hoping for a passionate start, a new beginning, good communication, strong, passionate communication. But you also fear this. You fear that it may not come. You fear that when it does come, how am I going to react? Am I going to feel the same intense feelings that I feel for this person right now? There is some fear, maybe a little bit of self-sabotaging, but I feel like they're justified fears, maybe due to your past. I'm sorry for the background noise. Pile number 3. I live right opposite a school, and sometimes you get this noise. Anyway, Page of Wands. So I just think there is some energy of trying to self-sabotage or trying to tell yourself negative things just in case it doesn't work out. Now you have the 9 of Wands as your outcome. So persevering through this. You're kind of overwhelmed. You're kind of feeling you want to give up, but you still feel like there's something left to be said here. There's something left. This is like unfinished business is what I'm getting as your outcome. So to answer the question, are we meant to be together? I actually want to say yes for some reason. Even though the cards, I don't know, this energy is kind of telling me that there is something here that, there is a lot of potential for. Maybe it's because of the kind of major arcana that I have here, but this also means that you have to be patient about something with this person. Their heart is a little bit tender at this moment. Let's get one more card to clarify the 9 of Wands. Spirit, what is the 9 of Wands about in this case? What is the 9 of Wands? Yeah, okay. You have the Empress and the 2 of Cups. Like I said, I did get a good energy. There is some growth that needs to happen within your person. I feel like your person is kind of taking a back seat. They are coming as the feminine energy here. And that's perfectly fine. I think they're guarding their heart at this time. They are a little bit hurt. But you have the 2 of Cups come out. So this is, like I said, with the Lovers right next to it. I do feel that this is like a soul connection. You're meant to be with this person. Now, this question was not like, am I meant to get married? Are we meant to be together? Yes, is the answer. I would say yes, you guys are meant to be together. You guys came into each other's life for a reason, maybe to teach you patience and bring out your nurturing side, and for them to let go of this toxic past in their life. But again, Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck, something sneaky, something about not being completely open with each other, hiding certain things. But I mean, I feel like this is an energy that you would have to work through. I don't want to say sugarcoat it and say, I mean, some of you, it could have been even like a cheating situation. But it is something that you guys are going to have to work through if you want to get to this Two of Cups. So let's look at your oracle cards quickly. We have Krishna, devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. Like I said before, you feel the need to be devoted towards this person. You feel the need to be nurturing. You feel the need to prepare yourself to be nurturing. I feel like this person might actually come into your life pretty soon, but don't expect the Ten of Cups immediately. And I'm sure you aren't, but I'm just putting it out there for you. I just feel that this person is still working through some of their old baggage, and they're going to need a lot of patience from you. But I don't feel like this person is far off from a union with you for some reason. I feel like because this ending has happened, they're in a much better state to move forward. Then you have the card Simplicity, number 4. Be simple about this connection. Look at it for what it is. Don't try to complicate it. Don't try to move at a faster pace. Be slow about the whole thing. If you feel like you don't want to do that, then obviously let go of the situation. But simplicity is really important in this connection, especially from the feminine I'm getting. Then you have, you're very close to achieving your goal, gibbous moon. Yeah, I feel like this person might actually communicate something with you pretty soon, but I don't think it's going to be the most emotional confession. It's just, trying to get some momentum in this connection. I'm going to read the message for Simplicity. This oracle brings you an answer. Everything is going to be alright. Don't add fuel to the fire and look for ways to sort out complicated matters prematurely. Sometimes ingredients need to cook and percolate so that they can become a meal. The circumstances with which you are struggling with right themselves in time. Stay present and be patient. Pray in your own way, meditation, time in nature, dance, and literally talk to the divine. When you need to take a clear, simple action, you will feel it. Relax and know it is all going to work out for the best. So be in peace about this connection. But to answer your question, I think yes, you guys are meant to be together. And this is actually the first pile that I got a clear sort of feeling that you guys are meant to be together. So yeah, I think that's why I felt good about this pile. So pile number 3, I'm going to leave it there for you. I hope it resonates. I wish you all the very best again with this connection, and I also thank you for being here to listen about this with me. I'm happy to have passed this message on to you. So until I catch you in another reading, stay safe and bye.